Hey there, starlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jasmine Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and star into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thank you so much for being here for the first time. I am so grateful you are here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for coming back to view another one of my weeklies. And to my subscribers, I cannot thank you enough for your love, your loyalty, and support. I am truly, truly grateful for each and every one of you. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, check out the description box below for information on that, or you could hop on over to capellawellness.com. I also want to announce that I'm holding a Zoom group session on January 16th, 23rd, and 30th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for 10 people per session. This is to help those navigate the challenging energies that are coming to us in 2022. All right, especially with the Jupiter-Neptune conjunction in Pisces that is coming in April of this year. These sessions are to help empower us. I will give mini readings to everyone who's in the session with regards to specifics as to how you are going to best navigate these energies in 2022. We'll have a lot of fun. We'll also have a Q&A session. We'll have a healing meditation at the end. And I will reveal a surprise to those who attend. If you would like to find out more information about that, you can find that out in the description box below. I wish you all a very happy new year, all the best in 2022, and a wonderfully blessed week. With that being said, let's get into your reading. Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your weekly reading. How are you? I hope you are doing fantastic. And I wish you a wonderful week. Sending you much love and many, many blessings. Happy New Year again, if you haven't heard me say it already. All right, Virgo, what we're going to do here is we're going to see where your overall theme is for this week, what you need to focus on and what you need to avoid for your spiritual growth, because that is what this is about. Stick around to the end so you can see what guidance Spirit has for you for the week, what Mercury Retrograde is teaching you. Mercury goes retrograde on January 14th. I am recording this January 10th, 2022. And then we're going to see what's going on with you with regards to love. All right, Virgo, let's see what your overall theme is for this week. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians, please reveal to us for our highest good. What is Virgo's overall theme for this week? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Thank you. All right, Virgo, we got 3. Well, the last one's a pretty good one. We have Earth and Ground. That's your energy, Virgo. You are grounding energy because you are Earth. Intuition and downloads. Ooh, I like this. And yes. Now here's an exercise for you guys real quick. With regards to this yes card, take like a few seconds to really go within and see what this yes means for you. Whatever intuitive hit, trust in that, okay? They don't want you to hold back. The time is now to do whatever it is that your gut was telling you to do, okay? Whatever this decision is, it's time to go for it. It's a time to celebrate progress being made. Angels are surrounding you. Your hard work's paying off. Don't hold off on anything. You are good to go. You've got the green light here, Virgo. You've got the green light. There's success here. I'm seeing 3 of Cups and 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles and 4 of Wands and all types of stuff. So if you're worrying about anything, Virgo, it's time to relax, all right? A lot of things are happening for you now. But again, whatever intuitive hit you got with this yes card, That's for you to go after it. Earth and ground. Okay. Now I'm getting a couple of things, Virgo, since I've been getting for quite a few of your readings, and I think your 2022 forecast didn't get out, didn't get published for whatever reason. I have to go back and check on that. So if you're wondering where your forecast went, apparently it didn't get sent out. So I have to recheck that, and I'll send it out tomorrow. But you had a very, very, very amazing reading for 2022. Now, with this card here, for some of you, where a lot of things are changing, there's so much excitement and celebration to be had here. They want you to keep your composure. They want you to ground yourself, to not lose sight of your mission, not go all crazy and forget about what you came here to do type of thing. They want you to remain grounded, because apparently for some of you, with a whole bunch of these incredible miracles and blessings and changes coming your way, they really want you to be grounded. I can't stress it enough. I keep hearing grounded, 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 root chakra, go out in nature, meditate, that type of thing. They really want you to continue to go with the flow here. And hold on a second. And to be at peace. Yeah. Some of you, remember, there's two groups here. Take what resonates. Leave what doesn't for somebody else, but have your unhealthy ego in check, as I usually say. And be honest with yourself, okay? There may be many things going on. I'm seeing like 10 of Wands, or more so 8 of Wands, a lot of activity. It could even be 5 of Wands, where maybe there's a lot of people vying for your attention with what's going on or what's going to be happening. And I haven't pulled tarot yet. So they really want you to make sure with any sudden life changes that are happening, maybe Wheel of Fortune, maybe Knight of Swords, they want you to make sure that, again, you don't lose focus. I'm also hearing that you don't have to tell the whole world about what's going on. And they want you to remain connected to Mother Earth, to your angels, your guides, and to continue your spiritual practices, to continue to follow your mission, right? To fulfill your mission. Now, others of you, this is really about how you have to start learning how to ground yourselves more with regards to whatever it is that you're experiencing at this time. And again, spending a lot more time in nature. You may feel like there's too many things running ragged, and you're not sure what is coming next, what you need to do, what is going on, how you're going to handle everything. Scattered energies, I'm hearing. Listen to root chakra solfeggio frequencies. Literally put your feet on the ground to ground yourself with Mother Nature. Take a walk out in the woods, by a river, on the beach, in the snow, if it's winter for you and it snows where you are, okay? Some of you are spreading yourself too thin. And yeah, it's like the 10 of Wands. You're overdoing it with something. There's too many burdens, too many stresses. Maybe you're working too much at your job. You're doing too many things in the home. You're doing both. You are doing things for everyone and everything. And we know that Virgos are wonderfully known for being of service to others. But remember, you don't have to do everything. If you're doing it out of a place of lack, then that's going to cause, the manifestations of your heart's desires to be blocked. Your vibrations are going to lower, and you're not going to be in alignment with those things that you're truly seeking, that your heart's really desiring, okay? Come back to earth, get your head out of the clouds, delegate some of your responsibilities to others. Or if, people are expecting you to commit to something, Virgo, you don't have to commit to it. If it's robbing you of your happiness or the plans that you have for yourself, say no. Learn to say no, Virgo. It's okay. Have healthy boundaries, okay? When you're more of a grounded state, it helps you to bring more clarity and more focus into what it is you really need to be doing. All right? So this is going to be a big thing for you this week. And then we've got intuition and downloads. For those of you where your life is changing and a lot of amazing things are happening because you followed your divine guidance, you received all of these downloads and you trusted your intuition and you kept focusing on your mission and you kept pressing forward, you are having patience, all this stuff. Again, now all of these rewards are coming in, and with everything that's going to be happening for you, Virgo, they want you to continue to trust and listen to your intuition. If you need to take those breaks, take those breaks. If you need to, like I said, somebody here, they don't want you sharing your whole business with the whole world with what's going on. There's going to be a few people you're going to have to tell, and that's probably family, but you don't have to tell everybody everything. And your intuition is probably going to be on point this week, specifically, Virgo. And if you're being told not to do something, don't do it. If you're being told to do something, do it. There's this heightened sense of psychicness here is what I'm being told. A lot of us are going to be given a lot of signs and synchronicities. You're probably going to be having a lot more dreams this week, if you haven't already, a lot more vivid dreams. Take note of those dreams. Pay attention to them. Heed the guidance. Those are your guides, your angels, and God trying to tell you what next step to take and what type of forward progress you should be doing, on top of you maintaining your inner peace and being grounded, right? Others of you need to really start trusting your intuition more, following the guidance that you're being given. If you're being given all of these signs and synchronicities and the dreams that you're having and you're not sure what to do with them, maybe jot them down. That's going to help greatly. Trust in the messages that you're being given here, Virgo, because that is your spirit team leading you to where you need to be. They really want you to not second guess what is coming in, because a lot of you are really going to be receiving a whole bunch of information. And some of you might be concerned with what to do with this, or there's going to be a lot of downloads for some of you. Write them down. Don't be overwhelmed. Ask God for additional clarity and guidance if you're being bombarded by these messages or something like that. But know that this is for your highest good, and that you should always trust in these messages, okay? You may even be feeling more empathic. So make sure that you have those barriers, that you block those lower vibrational energies, especially if you're feeling anxious or worried and you're wondering where it's coming from when you've been like so high vibe and happy-go-lucky. Get to center, right? Get grounded and help, ask for help with your angels or God to take those back, to have them take back those energies. You're going to be a lot more in tune with your guides, your angels, your ancestors. There's a stronger bond that is happening now between you and your spirit team. And they really want you to know that a lot is going to be revealed to you, not just this week, but pretty much the rest of the year is what I heard. This is also the light worker card in this deck. This is confirming that you are a light worker. You are a light bringer. You're here to raise the vibration of the planet, to heal. If you don't already know that, this is telling you now that your mission is to be a light worker. So make sure you're aware of the signs and symbols that are showing up at this time. And it's going to give you a lot more insight and awareness as to what else you need to do in your mission and how else you're going to proceed. I'm hearing there's a few people here coming into union, and with that comes this heightened ability, and now you're going to be moving to the next phase of your mission is what I'm being told. Okay, bottom of the deck here is compassion. Some of you have understood this very, very well. This is Queen of Cups energy. You have a lot of compassion for others. And with all this green here and where her heart chakra is, a lot of you have really healed your heart chakra. And now all these wonderful blessings and miracles are coming in. That's why there's a time for celebration. That's for some of you who've completely healed this. Because you've had compassion for yourself, for others, and for the world. Others of you, this is really about you learning to have more compassion for others, especially with regards to all of these energies shifting and you becoming even more strongly connected to the higher realms here, Virgo. With you being the light worker, this is more of an expansion of you having even more compassion for humanity. You're going to express this more to others, and it's really going to enlighten and empower others to do the same for other people. Because the more compassion we have for ourselves and each other, the more people are going to radiate towards that, and then they will express the same thing. And what is that going to do? It's going to raise the vibration of the planet, right? Compassion stems from unconditional love. It's a beautiful thing to have. So, see yourself and others with compassion. See the divinity in others as well. I know that's a hard thing, guys, because lately with everything that's been going on, especially what's going on with my son's school, I have to have this. And I've always had a lot of compassion since I was a kid. Sometimes it got me into trouble. Not that type of trouble, but, you know, I would get heartbroken a lot because I did too much of this. But you got to set those boundaries, right? I'm starting to go back to remembering that I have to have compassion for people, right? Because I know that some people are not awakened, and there are other underlying issues for things and why they do what they do, things like that. And I do have to have compassion for those people, because if I don't, it's just going to make things worse for me, and then that energy will channel out to others, and it's just not what this world needs right now. Okay, this is also about you having compassion and respect for yourself. When you do that, Virgo, other people are going to love and respect you. So remember to block any unwanted energies. Set boundaries when you need to. And when you need to do that, even if people disrespect you or they treat you in a poor manner, it's probably because they're projecting some inner feelings towards you. And when we have compassion for them, it actually ends up healing them. We may not really see that right away, but it does. I've seen it firsthand. So maybe some of you are being called to exude this to others and be an example so that you can help others find this within themselves as well. Okay, maybe that's like part of your mission or something like that. All right, let's put the yes card in front here. All right, Virgo, let's go see what your focus is for this week. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians, please reveal to us for our highest good. What does Virgo need to focus on for this week? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Now, when I say this week, guys, if you've never heard me say this before, this is really a timeless reading. I just put dates on my thumbnails and stuff to make it easier to refer to certain videos, stuff like that. Oh boy. What did I say about Three of Cups? There it is. The Three of Cups with the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Celebration, like I said. It's a time to celebrate. It's a time for graduations and weddings and parties and things like that, okay? Celebrate your successes, Virgo, because some of you have achieved something really great. Like I said, there's a group here where you've learned about compassion and you are emanating that to the world. It is part of your mission. And you have been able to understand what unconditional love is. And now that you have achieved that, all these wonderful things are coming to you. So, and I'm also hearing if you're being invited to some sort of celebration, a wedding, a graduation, a party, whatever this is, they want you to go to that. But here's the thing, because now you're probably thinking, well, if I'm being invited to that or trying to be part of that, and you said that I need to possibly back off or reassess it, that's going to be up to you, Virgo. If somebody's wanting you to engage in something or to help out with something, especially with regards to some sort of celebratory event, if you cannot commit to that, if you cannot participate in it or you have other plans, don't be afraid to say no. That's for somebody here. Okay? That's for somebody here. With regards to having more fun in your life, yeah, we did get with that Earth and Ground card about some of you may be overdoing it. And some of you need to have a lot more fun in your life. Kind of like the Sun card too. All right? Be like a kid. Do kid-like things or do things you like to do as a child type of thing. Maybe this is time for a celebration because Spirit is telling you you got to celebrate life more, Virgo. That you don't have to do everything for everyone. If you haven't been spending enough time with friends or friends have been asking you to go somewhere and you're like, no, I'm too busy. I got to do this. I got to do that for my business. I got to do this for work. I got to do this for my kids, my husband, my family, whatever this is. Say yes to that invitation, Virgo. See, it goes both ways. Either people are trying to bring you into too much of this or you're not doing too much of that. So Virgo, go have fun. It's okay to have fun. It's okay to take breaks. Life is meant to be enjoyed and celebrated and lived, like really lived, okay? So again, take it how it resonates. There's also something here about a reconciliation. There's a reunion of some sort. Somebody's coming back in. Somebody's traveling to you with this Knight of Wands energy, and they're coming out of nowhere. This is an unexpected event here. You may get invited to something. You may get invited to some sort of family gathering, some sort of wedding, a party, celebration. Who knows, okay? Or you may need to travel for this. But it seems like some very chivalrous knight is going to come your way, Virgo, and maybe make some romantic gesture. This is a romantic getaway, perhaps, because they want to celebrate with you. And again, I did talk about there's a few of you who are coming into union. You're reuniting with somebody, but both of you have healed greatly, right? I talked about compassion with the green energy in the compassion card. You've healed your heart chakra and you understand what compassion is about, which ties into unconditional love. So this person is now coming into your life. This is also the start of a passionate romance here. And this person may very well want to get away with you. I'm hearing again going on a romantic trip, to celebrate how far you guys have come with regards to your connection, especially if you're a light counterpart / twin flame. There is cause for celebration for a lot of the counterparts because a lot of them are coming into union this year because it is 2022. 2 + 2 + 2 is 6 is the 6th year, which is the Lover's card, right? Sacred union. So that might be something here This may come out of nowhere for you because this is unexpected, right? It's fast energy, fast moving energy. So it seems as though when this is happening, Virgo, they still want you to be grounded because things are happening out of nowhere. And it's like, holy cow, my plans are changing. I was going to be doing this and now I'm going to go on this romantic getaway or something like that. Or you're being invited to a wedding, to some sort of celebration here, some gathering, something fun. It could even be a date. Okay. Could even be a date. Maybe you go out on the date. And then from that date, that person says, you know what? I planned a trip for us. We're going to go here, type of thing. There's a lot of stuff changing for some of you Virgos here. And that's why they want you to stay grounded. All right. You may be getting a lot of signs and synchronicities, dreams about this happening. They're probably telling you because they want you to be prepared. This could even be where all of this is happening to include you moving, relocating, okay? I said a lot was going on, did I not? Reunion, maybe getting married, because this is a marriage card, right? Weddings. Somebody taking you on a romantic trip. Maybe you get married on the romantic trip. I don't know, guys. This is crazy. And then you move in with your person. Or you're just, if this is not about love for you, you're literally moving somewhere else. Or you're going to start traveling more. All right. There's a lot of messages coming in. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't for somebody else. 8 of Wands. Not 8 of Wands. I said that before. 8 of Pentacles. Apparently this knight has worked very hard on coming forward with some sort of invitation, with some sort of gesture. They spent a lot of time on it. They dedicated themselves to it. They created something for you. They're very skilled at something. And now they're bringing that forward to you. Okay? This is also about someone achieving self-mastery with this. And again, I talked about that with the healing. This person may have very well worked on, very hard on their confidence and their courage to come forward to you, to reconcile with you, to reunite with you, to ask you out on that date, to go on that romantic trip, to get married, all of the above, okay? Because they know that there's unfinished business between the two of you. 5 of Wands. Unresolved conflicts, challenges. This is something about where there have been misunderstandings about this connection or misunderstandings about something. Okay. Could even be with friendships. All right. So it's like this night or whoever this is, something is changing where they're going to resolve conflicts here. This could also mean where this chivalrous individual could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or they have fire in their chart, but it doesn't have to be. It's a very ambitious, courageous individual who's coming toward you because it's like, holy crap. Virgo's a catch. It's kind of like 9 of Pentacles energy or Empress energy. And there might be competition and this is worth fighting for. 7 of Wands. I'm going to go after this person. I'm going to go after Virgo and say, you know what? I want to reconcile with you. Let's go on a date. Let's go do this. Let's go on this romantic getaway, whatever this is. Let's get married. It's like this person's very serious about coming forward here, Virgo, to present this to you. They've worked very hard on some sort of offer, on this invitation, whatever this is, because they're a bit afraid where, oh my gosh, I think I'm up against a lot of other people. And if I don't do this now, I'm going to lose Virgo forever. I'm going to lose my opportunity. This is a lost opportunity here. That's why this person's coming out of nowhere and they're like, I got to do this. I have to take this risk and go after Virgo and reconcile. I want to reunite with Virgo and really get something off my chest. Others of you, this is for you going after what it is that you want and not really giving into any fear, you know? Like, I'm going to do me. I'm going to go have fun. I'm going to go live my life. I'm going to take action. And you know what? I really want to have more happiness in my life, more joy. I'm going to go after that. Maybe some of you want to travel. Maybe that's what's going to bring you happiness. Go do it, okay? You have the yes card. Whatever I'm not saying to Virgo, what's popping up whenever you're getting with these cards, trust in that. The yes card is here. Go for it. This is the person who goes for it. You got to go for whatever it is that's going to bring you happiness, Virgo. You've been putting a lot of work into something, yes, which is excellent. You're very dedicated to your mission. You're very dedicated to your craft. This is super following your dharma right here, your life's purpose. You're so immersed in it, probably too much, Virgo, that you are losing sight of you focusing on going after having fun, of living life, of celebrating life, of enjoying it. Okay? And again, if you want to do more traveling, some of you have the means to do this because you've built some wealth for yourself. You got some money stashed away. Go ahead and take that trip or go on multiple trips. Maybe 2022 is a year for you to do a little bit more traveling, to allow yourself to have more fun, mingling more with your friends or going on trips with friends. I don't know. It's different for everybody. You being invited to things and you're like, I can't, I got to work, I got to do this. Maybe this is the year for you to do it. But again, with the opposite, if you're doing too much of this, you got to start focusing on something else. Okay? A lot of messages here, Virgo. A lot of messages. And see what this conflict here, you're like, I don't know. I don't know if I should do that, but I have this. I need to do that. I need to do that. I need to be of service to people. And with the light worker card, some of you are light workers and you've been very, very dedicated to mission. That is the Eight of Pentacles again. But you're starting to realize that there's no real fun in your life, is there? That's for some of you, not for all of you. And you're conflicted. You're like, should I do this? But what if people, you know, I lose clients or I lose followers or something happens to the business or something happens and people are not going to seek my work anymore? Don't worry about that, Virgo, because if people are going to be like that, if they can't allow you to take breaks, then they're not really respecting your space, are they? They're not respecting what it is that you want to do. That ties into the compassion we talked about, right? You have to take care of yourself, love yourself. Don't beat yourself up if you can't be there for others. It's okay to be there for yourself, Virgo. Stop beating yourself up. You are entitled to have fun, Virgo. You really are. All right. Let's see what you need to avoid for this week. And let me tell you, Virgo, I have very strong Virgo in my chart. And that's something I also had to learn. That I don't have to be there for everybody all the time. That I don't have to bust my butt doing YouTube videos. I sometimes if I have client readings and it's weird because they tend to book all at the same time. I'm like, holy cow. And I will have to tell some of them, hey, so-and-so, I know I get you your readings in 72 hours because that's my policy. But sometimes I have to meditate. My guides are like, Jess, you're pushing too hard. Just send them an email and say, hey, there's a lot going on. I'm being guided to take breaks. And then I contact a client or clients who need that message. And they respect that. They say, oh, I get it. I'm going through a lot too. It's okay. And then everything is fine. And then I take that downtime to go out and have fun. I spend a lot of time in nature. That's my place, right? You guys have the grounding card here. So maybe that's a message for somebody. We have the Eight of Pentacles with regards to what you need to avoid for this week. Some of you are doing things for the wrong reasons, or you're staying in something for the wrong reasons. You're afraid to walk away from something. It's time to let go a little bit. And I talked about travels and adventures, right? This guy ends up embarking on a completely different journey because he knows this life here that he thought was fulfilling him, it really isn't. Not anymore. Maybe for some of you, and I talked about, didn't I say something about moving to the next phase of your mission? This is not necessarily a bad card, because what I'm hearing is the work that you've been doing, Virgo, you fulfilled this part of your life's purpose, and now you're heading towards a different part of what you've been called to do. It's like it's the next level of your mission or a completely different mission, and maybe it requires you to move. I did talk about travel, relocation. This is another relocation card. Maybe if you don't know this already, Virgo, maybe it's because God hasn't presented this to you yet, but it's coming. It's like where you are right now, Virgo, it's a been there, done that. Because what is coming next in your life's purpose, you have to be somewhere else, is what I'm being told. You've lived out your life wherever you are right now. You've fulfilled your purpose there, and now it's time for a change of energies. It's time for a change of pace, a change of scenery. It's more of a change of scenery, not a change of pace, but you get what I'm saying. And this literally involves a move. Because with the next phase of your life's purpose, your mission, you're going to need to be surrounded by new energies. So, if you haven't gotten wind of this yet, Virgo, don't be afraid of this. You may not want to move from where you are now, but again, if you're being called with the intuition and downloads that it's time for a change, heed that guidance. Because what you're going to be doing now may be very, very different from what you're doing, but it also requires you to be in completely different energies to fulfill the next part of your purpose, your mission. This may be, you may be pretending to be happy with the life that you're living right now, or the relationship that you're in now, or the job you're in now, but you really aren't. This card in this position is the faking your happiness card. This is being dishonest with yourself and others. Is what you are doing, Virgo, really what you want to do? This could even be saying that you thought that this was your purpose, or you're like, well, this was where my heart was, and I'm putting all this work into it, but it's kind of not fulfilling anymore, and or it's not really getting me the sense of gratification that I want, satisfaction that I want. If that's the case, Virgo, be honest with yourself, because now it's time for you to do something different. And for those of you where there's a reunion reconciliation, yes, it does involve you are moving very soon, is what I heard. You are going to be moving in with your counterpart. And again, this is necessary because you guys are going to fulfill your joint mission now. And the space that you are in right now, the home you are in, again, that ship has, not that ship has sailed, but that life has been lived. That part has been completed, been there, done that. It's now time to move to the next phase. And yes, again, for some of you, it does deal with relocation. This also talks about your relationship is moving to the next level, which is why I talked about union. You're going to be celebrating, the fact that you both have healed. And the Three of Cups talks about healing of well-being. So there's that too. We talked about the compassion card. So things are changing. Your career may be changing with this. Your love life is changing with this. Your home. For again, Virgo, some of you, it's all the above, okay? There's a lot of sudden changes going on. But do not hold yourself back, and do not stay in the life that you thought that you felt comfortable in. Now it's time to move out of your comfort zone again. But be honest with yourself. And especially if you know that you are in something that is not fulfilling you anymore. Or again, you're just doing too much, thinking that's what you have to do. It's time for you to walk away from thinking that. Because some of you have to have a lot more joy and fun in your life. And yeah, travel. Somebody wants to travel. Adventure. That's the Knight of Wands too. You need more adventure in your life. Some of you, Virgo. And look, when I talk about travel, this is actually another travel card. This is adventurous travel, because look at the ships in the back. I'm hearing somebody wants to go on a cruise, but because with everything that's going on in cruises, you're kind of like, nope, I'm going to have to do something else. That's for somebody. Two of Pentacles. You got to prioritize what is best for you, Virgo. You have to do what you want to do. And some of you, you're putting yourselves in the back burner. You got to put yourselves in the front burner, Virgo. You don't have to do everything. And we love you guys for your service. But it's time to have a lot more fun in your life. Have more adventure. Play more. Be more free. Live a little. Live a lot. Okay? You're going back and forth. I don't know. Should I stay or should I go? You could go with this or you could go with that. You can go with this or you can go with that. I can go on and on with this song. I don't remember who who sings that, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I keep forgetting to look it up every time that comes up in a reading too. You got to make a decision. You got to make a decision. You know what is best for you, Virgo. You can't stay back for the wrong reasons. Especially if you're in a relationship that is not working out for you. Be honest with yourself. You have to focus on what is best for you. Your priorities, what Virgo wants to do. And for those of you where there's a reconciliation, this person had a hard time committing. They also probably thought, are you the Queen of Pentacles or are you the Queen of Swords? Are you the Queen of Pentacles or are you the Queen of Swords? Especially with coming in to reconcile with you. That's why they're taking that risk. They've worked really, really hard on an offer. They've worked really hard on mustering up the courage to come forward to you, Virgo. Because before they're like, I don't know. I don't know how Virgo's going to react. I don't know if I can do this. But they're like, nope, I have to make a decision. I have to go through with this. All right? Walking away. They know they don't want to live the single life anymore. They know that this 7 of Cups, this 8 of Cups energy, this life that they've lived, it's over. It's not fulfilling them anymore. They realize that they had to be honest, and they're saying, I'm moving this connection to the next level. I'm going to go ahead towards my 9 of Cups, my wish fulfillment. And for some of you Virgos, your person's wish fulfillment is you. And they're going after that. No more wishy-washiness. And for you, Virgo, for you specifically, no more wishy-washiness either. Make a decision. You know what decision that is you need to make. All right? Let me check the time here real quick. Oh, crap. All right, guys. We are going to clarify 3 of Cups, Knight of Wands, There's a third card, was there not? Eight of Pentacles. Why are those cards here, Spirit Guides and Angels? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. See, look, Eight of Swords comes out sideways. Paralyzing fear, crisis. You're afraid to make a decision because you're fearful of the unknown. You're not sure what to do. You're overthinking this. And then there's this. You release yourself from self-limiting beliefs. Okay? Which one is it going to be? Don't doubt. Don't be so afraid to make that decision, Virgo. You know what decision it is you need to make. Take that risk. You have more confidence in what you believe. All right? You are the Empress. You are the Empress. She's very compassionate too. She's very loving, unconditional love here. You need to co-create more with the universe. And when you're having a lot more fun, there's a little bit of co-creation in that, right? You got to balance out your masculine and feminine energies. Some of you need to really do more of your feminine energy instead of the masculine with work, 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 and action, action, action. Just sit there for a little bit. Enjoy the world around you. She's very grounded. She's always following her divine guidance. She can take breaks. She delegates. She attracts wonderful things into her life because she understands the law of attraction and law of equal give and take. So some of you need to start creating more, to like enjoying yourselves more. This is like pleasure and sensuality. Okay? Enjoy life. Eight of Cups. Why is the Eight of Cups here, Spirit Guides and Angels? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Ah, look, I said the Sun card and it popped out. See? You have to play more, Virgo. You have to really understand that truth. Especially if you're being dishonest with yourself and you know that you're working too hard, or you know that there's something that's not fulfilling anymore and that there's something new that you really want to do. It's being revealed to you. All right, there's this illumination here that you know that this life that you're living, or something else you want to pursue, you go and do it. Take that risk. And if you're giving yourselves too much to somebody, something, your job, friends, family, you have to learn how to see through the eyes of a child and just have a lot more fun. This is playfulness. This is doing things that you once did as a kid, right? I talked about that. Being more jovial. You have to follow what makes you happy. This is bliss. This is joy here. Go after that. Nobody else is going to bring that to you but yourself, Virgo. Don't have your ego kick in either. Oh, well, I got to do this because people look at me this way, or, you know, people expect me to do this. But if you are not enjoying life, Virgo, then why are you here? I mean, yes, you have a mission, but we can have the mission and we can have our, you know, fun life too, our pleasure principles, or whatever that phrase is. It's not a bad thing to have fun. Balance that out. Look what's at the bottom of the deck. Again, the Eight of Cups, you see? You're staying for the wrong reasons. Be honest with yourself with whatever this is. Or again, it could be, you know what? I've done enough of this. I really want to do something different. I'm going to go do it. Even though you put in a lot of hard work, Virgo, it's okay, because your calling is now shifting, or whatever guidance you're being given, it's telling you to start moving on to the next thing. Growing, learning, and evolving, right? Virgo, there's nothing wrong with that. Let's see what your guidance is for this week. What guidance do we have for Virgo? Spirit guides and angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Syrians. Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Thank you, Spirit. Use loving strength and discernment. I'm not trying to win the approval of people, but of God. If pleasing people were my goal, I would not be Christ's servant. Oh boy. 8 of Cups could also be, yep, you're faking your happiness. And it could be with the ego, guys, and this is not a knock on you guys, okay? This is just about growth and everything. But there's the truth. This might be a cold, hard truth for you guys if you're actually trying to win the approval of people. People pleasing. Okay? You wouldn't be Christ's servant if people pleasing was your goal. Win the approval of God, not the approval of people. Okay. That might be a little bit of a hard hitter for some of you. Okay. Look, bottom of the deck. I said it. It's time to be adventurous and play. The flowers are springing up. The season of singing birds has come, and the cooing of turtle doves fills the air. I don't need to say it again. Adventure and play. Go do it. Go do it, Virgo. Yeah, some of you are just going to be traveling. It's going to be nice. It's going to be nice, Virgo. There's nothing to worry about. What is Mercury Retrograde teaching Virgo? Spirit guides and angels, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. What is Mercury Retrograde teaching Virgo? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Thank you, Spirit. Look, we have Earth again. Grounding, Earth, north, below. Root chakra. Okay? Really got to focus on root chakra. Mercury retrograde is really going to have you reevaluate. You know what? I got to ground more. I have to be more at peace with myself. And growth. Growth is also earth energy, right? There's a nautilus shell. Yep, there's something here. Some of you are moving on to the next phase of something with your mission, or you're growing from this situation. Mercury is really going to start teaching you how to slow down a little bit and really enjoy. But then there's this growth of, you know, things take time to grow, right? Slowing down. And again, some of you, you're moving on to the next thing in your journey, in your life's purpose. Growing, learning, and evolving. Not having to people please. Not having to seek the approval of people. Not doing things for the happiness of others. Focusing on your happiness. And the bottom of the deck is power. You have the power to do anything, to change your circumstances. You want to live a happier life, a more fun life, you have the ability to do that. All right, let's see what's going on with love for you this week. What's going on with regards to love for Virgo. Spirit guides and angels, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. What is Virgo's love situation this week? Spirit guides and angels, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Mask. Not showing true feelings. Hide, personify, pretend, delude, gaslighting. Somebody's pretending to be happy in their relationship, in love. Or maybe your person is wearing a mask. Maybe both of you are wearing masks. Somebody's not saying something. You know your story, Virgo. Hiding your true feelings. If you're pretending to be happy in a connection, why? What are you staying behind for? The Eight of Cups is staying for the wrong reasons. Faking happiness, not being honest with yourselves and others. Either it's your person or it's you, Virgo. Or it's both. Someone's going to have to say something. Can't fake your happiness any longer. Okay? And for those of you coming into union, yeah, there's clarity, there's truth, there's new beginnings here. Sun's coming out, something will be greatly illuminated. And what's going to happen is you're going to get clarity about how this person feels about you. They're taking off the mask and they're revealing their feelings to you. Because there is insane chemistry between the two of you. Passion, like each other equally, having fun. Insane chemistry. This bond cannot be broken. All right. Others of you, it may very well be where there is not enough passion in the connection, that you're not having fun. You're pretending that there's insane chemistry. You're pretending that you like each other and that everything's all fine and dandy. But nope. It's not. You're being deceitful, or they're being deceitful, or both of you are. Okay? All right, Virgo. Oh, if you would like a personal reading with me, if you feel drawn to have one, check out the description box below for information on that, or hop on over to CapellaWellness.com. I am offering my Zoom group sessions for January about navigating the challenging energies in 2022, especially with the Jupiter-Neptune conjunction in Pisces. If you're interested in joining other soul tribe members, we're going to have a little bit of fun. I'm going to give mini readings for everybody, and I have a little surprise at the end. You can find out more information about that in the description box below as well. If you would like to reach out to me for any reason at all, my email address is down there too, okay? All right, Virgo, this concludes your weekly reading. Thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today and always. I send you so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.